Hello, hello. How is everyone? How is everyone today? I haven't done a hair video in a while, so I thought I'd come in and do one while I had the time, while I had things going on. Certain things going on in such a way that I had time today. I did my makeup before I came on. And, sometimes when I'm actually doing my hair, I have something going on that day. And styling my hair, so I have something going on that day, so I don't have time to film. So today I actually had time to film the whole process and go through my whole current procedure. Okay, current hair procedure. Let me just put my link in. And big thanks to Facebook. They're finally letting me save, or let's hope they're still doing that, or wasn't just some sort of a strange glitch. There we go. Strange glitch that they were doing for a couple of days. But okay, so as you can see, my hair is naturally curly. Okay, my hair is naturally curly, naturally on the frizzy side. It's a low humidity day, which means it's a good day to do my hair. So to try to smooth it out. Now, for a long time in my past videos, I showed two things. I would do the straightening iron halfway and then curl it, okay? That worked great. It's not to say those tips weren't good tips, and you can still go back and watch my other hair videos. But I found a better way that actually saves me more time. It's going to seem like a lot watching it. If you're watching it for the first time, my process. But you have to keep in mind, I'm a hair professional. I'm a hairstylist for 40 years, nearly 40 years. Next year will be 40 years. 39 and a half. 39 and a half years. So I have a different way. A lot of people might just do the front of their hair and they just don't even worry about the back, okay? I'm very particular in how my process is, how I do each section. A whole slew of things, but I'm going to take it from beginning to end. Also, if you're watching me on YouTube, please don't forget to hit thumbs up. You can hit thumbs up if you see me on Facebook as well. Even if you're not a fan of doing your hair, if you're not a fan of if you're not into it, you just enjoy watching me, please hit thumbs up, hit follow, share. And if you're watching me on YouTube, always please hit subscribe. I really appreciate that. I'm going to get a little better frame here. Okay. So anyway, in the past, I've talked, like I said, I've shown hair straightening and the whole process of how I straighten my hair when I do my hair. What I have started to do that saves me a chunk of time is not use the straightening iron. Okay. Go back to some little tips that I used to do back a long time ago when hairstylists learn how to use the curling iron, okay? And little tips that can take my hair from being frizzy to smoother looking with an organized curl, okay? So I'm going to go over a few things that I do, okay? One thing I use I'm in the bathroom here, okay? So what I use shampoo-wise, I use a combination of our Dr. BibaGirrrl shampoo, and I really like this Not Your Mother's Way to Grow shampoo, okay? This is a very conditioning shampoo. It's dripping because I've been in the shower stall. This is a great shampoo to help thinning hair, and I have this on my Avon site, and I can go into more in depth. You can message me for more information, or reach out if you're watching me in some of my other things where you can't see my contact info easily. You can always follow me on my other social media and then reach out to me there. Okay, but anyway, these or message me Facebook, all those things, Instagram, whatever. Okay, so these I use about the size of a quarter of Dr. BibaGirrrl, size of a quarter of the Way to Grow shampoo, mix them together, wash my hair, lather, after my hair's wet in the shower, lather up really, really good, rinse it out, same thing, size of a quarter, mix those two together, and lather up really, really good, clean scalp, da-da-da-da. Okay, rinse all that out. Okay, then for conditioner, I use the Dr. Groot serum and then the Way to Grow conditioner, okay? It's both of these together, and I use about a dime of a dime, because this is liquid, okay? The serum is liquid. I use about a dime of that, and I mix it into about a quarter size of the, like this much, of the Way to Grow conditioner. And I swirl it in my hand, okay? Cocktail them together. Always always putting it into my thinner spots first. But many of you remember when I did that before, during, and after, was 3 different pics of how much thinner my hair used to be in through here. And then when I started using this, how it came back, okay? It came back. It was amazing. So, and in here, I started getting a lot of little baby hairs, and then the little baby hairs started getting stronger. And amazingly enough, it's filled in, it's filled in pretty good. My hair, I'll be, hey, thanks for joining. I'll be 57 tomorrow, and so all things considered, using that line of product, the shampoo and the conditioner mixed in with the shampoo and the serum mixed in with the shampoo and conditioner I was already using, those help me a great deal. Okay, so I would rinse it, when that serum and the conditioner is on my hair, I work through the tangles, and then leave it on while I wash everything else, okay? Then, when I rinse off my body, then I rinse all that out of my hair. So it ends up sitting on my hair a little longer. Then, I come out of the shower, I wrap a towel around my hair, and that's when I brush my teeth and all that, stuff, wash, do my skincare, okay? Then, I will always spray in as a leave-in conditioner, the leave-in Way to Grow leave-in conditioner, and it sprays on, and this is when my hair is wet, towel dried. Okay, do that. Then I always put in a little smoothing cream. Well, lately, and I kind of alternate between a couple different ones, but lately I've been using either the smoothing cream, the Paul Mitchell Neon Collection Sugar Cream, or I also yesterday, just to try it out, because we had this through Avon. We started carrying Arctic Fox through Avon, okay? So the Money Honey Repair Serum. So yesterday, and I feel like it's made my hair a little softer, the Money Honey Repair Serum, I put this in wet. I tried putting it in dry, but it doesn't do very much. But I'm putting it in, and I put about a dime, okay? After I've sprayed in the Way to Grow leave-in, okay? If I just do Way to Grow leave-in, it's not enough. But it helps to always do something. Or sometimes I do the Moroccan oil smoothing lotion. So it's either one of those 3. So I kind of added this into the rotation, the Money Honey. Okay. So yeah, a lot of people don't know, with Avon we have Arctic Fox, we have a whole bunch of, we have VDO, we have Belief, we have the Face Shop, we have a whole bunch of different products. Okay, so then I would either blow dry my hair or let my hair air dry. Yesterday, I just let my hair air dry, didn't do anything, didn't put anything else in it once it's dried. I was busy, had other stuff to do. My main goal was to come in here and do a hair video today. So what I'm gonna, so this is just air dried, or I blow it out, and I don't even use a brush or anything, okay? I don't use a brush, I just scrunch it. Just get the water out and let my hair go curly. I don't even smooth it. I'm not even doing anything. Because what I found with a lot of that was, unless I really wanted like a really big, smooth, poofy kind of a look, I found that was pulling a lot of my hair out. And as if you're in, middle-aged, or you have any kind of hair thinning issues, the less stress, especially like me. I have color, I have highlights, I have multiple processes, I have old highlights, I have a whole bunch of things. So I don't want to do anything that's going to pull more of my hair out. Once in a blue moon, I might be in the mood to do a real smooth out, blowout kind of a thing. But I really find that, so this way, it's just amazing. It saves me time because I'm not spending an hour in, and it's not as hot because, once again, we tend to get overheated, right? Many of us get overheated once we get middle age. Me, I'm usually cold all the time, except for when I'm doing my hair, when I've got heat implements on, or a blow dryer on, I get very hot. And even if you've got the, light, the switch on to help, the fan on in the bathroom to help get rid of the steam and all that, it's still a lot when you first get out of the shower. Okay, so imagine I've just, my hair's dry, I've let it air dry, and if you don't have time to let it air dry, let's say you're going to go somewhere way later on, you do your hair in the morning and you let it air dry, you've got an event going on later on that night, you let it air dry throughout the course of the day. My hair will stay wet, okay? So it's another reason why I kind of let it, just waited till today, because if not, it takes forever because my hair is so thick. Overall, my hair is thick compared to most people, but it's still, I have thinning issues so that I'm always, working on it. But overall, it's still a lot of hair. So I find, and it holds the water really well, so I find either I'll just blow dry it, scrunch dry it, and then get to where I'm at right now, or like what I did yesterday, just let it air dry. Okay, so first thing is I have a rat tail. This is like a rat tail teasing comb. You can use a rat tail brush like this, or this one is cool. This one I think I got at Sally's, Sally's. This is a really cute one. It's collapsible. It's a collapsible teasing brush, but the main thing is that you're using the end, okay? If you've got a pointy end. Okay, so from the pointy end, I take my hair, I imagine I'm going to clip up the whole top section here. Now, I can do this in my sleep, okay? It seems like I'm taking a while. It takes a while because I'm just explaining, okay? But anyway, so I section off half of this top and section off from around here, come around. So my hair is coming like around like that. So imagine a giant U. And then this, I'm clipping up and out of the way. Now also keep in mind, my curling iron's already on. I always, hey, thanks for joining. I always have a towel down where the curling iron sits. And so I make sure there's nothing else around it so that I'm not accidentally leaning it into anything to melt something. And I'm not accidentally putting it where it falls, where this might slip, and then this is leaning on the counter to burn the counter. It's very easy to do when you're not paying attention. But like I said, these are pro tips, okay? Believe me, I've learned. Okay, so when I have my hair like this, and it's at this time, I would take a paddle brush. I like this kind of paddle brush. And, of course, always brush your hair when it's dry and not when it's wet. Now, if you brush curly hair, see, look at how it even looks frizzier. Just know that if you brush curly hair, it's going to look frizzier. The only reason why I'm brushing it is to get the tangles out before I'm do my little process, my styling process. That's all I use it for, okay? And to brush out the tangles before I go to bed. And then I might brush out curls if they end up getting too curly and I'm trying to calm it down. But for the most part, after I've curled my hair, but for the most part, that's it. Okay, we're not brushing. Okay, so taking vertical sections is like 1, 2, 3, 4, that kind of thing. Okay, so luckily I can do this in my sleep, pretty much. I grab a section, and I often like one of these. This is like a tangle. It has multiple things. I can really go in and grab a whole section like that. And then my hair has a tendency to snaggle. Tangle, snags, snaggle. Snaggle. Okay, so my hair has a tendency to snaggle sometimes. So I also use a few thermal products, okay? I alternate too between a few. I find that if I just stick to one thing all the time, it doesn't work as well. I like alternating. I alternate between a mixture of, once again, Paul Mitchell Neon, Sugar Confection, Hold and Control Working Spray. Okay, I use that one. I also like Paul Mitchell Flexible Style Hot Off the Press. Okay, and I also like, once again, not your mother's, Beat the Heat Thermal Shield Spray. Okay, so usually I tend to, whatever I have the most of is the one, like right now, I had the other two, I'm like halfway out. So I'm trying to kind of using the same amount of both. I'm trying to use up a little more of this one just so that way I'm out all at the same time. Okay, so I'll go back to my section here. So grab my section. Whoops, it's a little too much here. I try to make it like the width of it is 1 inch. Even if the length from here to here, I guess the height of the section, is long. Because that way, it's not too thick of a section. Okay, so I already have my curling iron plugged in. So, here's the deal. The curling irons, depending on how hot, I have mine at the highest. Okay, now depending on your hair, you might not want it that high. Relaxed hair, you don't want to have it as high. The one I'm using is the Argan Heat. This is by One and Only. Okay, I think I got it at Sally's. And here's what I do. I take it in the clamp and I use it as if it is a straightening iron. Okay, and then I turn it. I'm not taking it all the way down yet. Okay, I kind of turn it. See how I'm clicking the handle? And then I turn it a little bit more. Click the handle, which kind of turns this inside a little bit more. Turn, pull, turn, and then I grab a hold of this, and then I turn, and then I click, click, click. This is what we used to call coconut curls in beauty school. And you click a little bit more till you get a little bit to the end, not almost all the way. Click, 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 then I spin it around a little bit more. Once I've spun it a little bit more, then I hit it with working hairspray, which is actually I forgot to put what usually I do. Okay, this one is the Bodifying Fiberful OGX. Now I've been alternating between this OGX hairspray and the one that goes with the argan oil. This one was on sale, but I can't find it anywhere, so I found this one. And then here it is. So there, whoops, I got a little piece there. So there is mine. Now I should have sprayed it with argan oil first. Okay, and then I usually would have sprayed it with this, but I was talking, so I got distracted. Okay, so, but it's a back piece. So you can see how there's a little curl there. Okay, throw that back. All right, so the next piece I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay, so anyway, grab another piece. Now, if it goes too high, I find sometimes if I grab them too high, that I can just kind of do it like pull some of that. Okay, pull that over. All right, now, I always use this, comb it through again to make sure there aren't any tangles. All right, now here's it's a step I didn't do a minute ago. All right, spray this first with this. I call it like a working spray. They all have a number 4, which means it's not the stickiest. It's more like a light to more like a medium hold. All right, now doing the same thing. Now, I clamp it, but not tight, and I'm kind of going over the piece here. Okay, and then there it is. Now, see how I'm pushing this and turn, push, push, turn, push, push, turn, push, push, turn, push. Okay, there I have it there. Now, I get here, use this one is a Fructis one, Sleek and Shine. Also a number 4. This I like halfway, like this, before I release it. There we go. Okay. You want to make sure you got all your, because since there's such a big difference in my hair texture from before it's treated to then after, I want to make sure I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, so we're now on section number 4. Usually it's 3 to 4, sometimes 4 to 5, depending on how much I get in the first back curls. But you can see, look at this. Okay, so it looks like little, Shirley Temple type of curls. It's not going to look like that when it's done unless I leave it alone. All right, now spray with this. All right. I'm just kind of grabbing there. Okay. And I'm also curling it away from my face. Wait, let me make sure I got it all. This might be, there are many people who use flat irons to straighten their hair because using a curling iron is just too much for them. But for me, since my goal when I'm all done is to have my hair straighter but still curled, this I'm able to do both at the same time because, here we go. See, here we go, okay. And then get the whole thing in here. I'll just drop one on the floor here. Okay. I'm a little out of my comfort zone because I'm usually facing the mirror. This side will be a challenge. This side I may turn. Okay. This side I may turn. Hey, thanks for joining. All right, so I'm spraying in this section with the argan oil spray. Now, Avon, we had a whole argan oil line in our Techniques line, but then it went away. We still have technically in the brochures the argan oil, but they've been out of it for so long. But I have a feeling because they just now brought in a whole new argan oil shampoo and conditioner, and I have a feeling that the oil that we had before is going to be repackaged. Hey, thanks for joining. Hey, nice. Has been a long time, and so now it's spraying in with the green. So I have a feeling they're going to re-release that argan oil for Avon in that new packaging. But and that's why we've been out of the one in the Techniques for so long. So that's my instinct. Okay, so let this part cool a little bit now. Oh, there's one piece I miss here. So if there's any little piece you miss, then that's the piece you do. Okay. Just spray that. Sometimes there's a couple pieces underneath that I don't. Sometimes you just kind of curl it a little bit, and that's enough to blend in. Okay. All right, now for the other side. Okay. Make sure I got everything that's here. And then, okay, so here's this side. Oh, okay. And keep in mind, I already sprayed. I sprayed the thermal on the other side when I started, so I do the same thing here. I sprayed, put the thermal, grab the section, vertical section. Maybe take a little bit more there. Okay. Vertical section. Comb it out. Oh, before also spray the ends with the argan oil spray. And then once again, I'm not turning it yet. I'm straightening it with the clamp and then turning it. And then also, see, I'm clicking a little bit and then turning a little bit more. Clicking, turning, making sure all of it's in there. There, and then I turn it and make it a little tighter up here, and then I spray this. And then release. See, there's a curl there. Okay. Same thing here. Oops. I gotta throw that back. Make sure you throw the things you did before already back and not keep it in the front, or else it'll get mixed in and you'll recurl it again. Okay. Go through. It seems like it takes more time because I'm doing smaller sections and spraying each piece. But it really makes a difference than if you just grab one whole big section and then just start curling it. You won't have the smoothness. It won't be pre-treated or protected like how I'm protecting it with and it won't respond to the curl as well, and the curl won't hold as well. So even though it seems, that's why if you get your hair curled by, like at a salon, it stays so much longer and lasts so much longer, and because we're taking piece by, smaller sections than you would if you do it at home. Okay, so then here's that. Okay. And so, and you can see how much nice smoother, and then you look at like all, my natural curl, that's what frizzed out and messed up. Now, usually, and well, of course when it rains, I'll put a lot of product in it to let my hair go curly and have the curls look nicer. But if I know I'm going to curl my hair like this and smooth it out and curl it like this, I'm not going to put all that stuff in it to make the curls look nice. So it depends on the weather. If I know that the weather is going to be like low humidity for like 2 or 3 days in a row, then I know it's worthwhile, especially now when it's getting warmer. I know that I can do my hair and it'll stay, and it'll be worthwhile doing this process. If not, if I know it's going to be rainy for like a week, like it is here sometimes in DC, and 100% humidity and 90 degrees, it's not worth doing all that and trying to smooth it out. Then I'll wear my hair. I'll do the scrunch with the blow dryer, and then put product in to make my own curls look more like ringlets, and then just go wear it like that. The only thing is, when I do that, it doesn't, the second day, third day, whatever, each day gets frizzier and fuzzier and fuzzier. If I do this process the day that I do my hair will go a week. Unless, unless I'm doing like heavy exercise or whatever, but usually my hair will go like, my hair usually, unless it rains like on the second or third day or something, it will last a long time. It gives me at least a good amount, and so it's it's a good process, and then it stays, then I'll put stuff in it, and then it stays, and then every day I'll put a little more shine. You'll see once I'm all done when I put the shine product in it, and smoothing, and then turning. And then once it stays well for every day, I'll put a little bit of oil in it, work it out, kind of work it through the ends, and it stays shiny. My hair will usually stay at least 4 to 5, 6, 7 days. So if that's the case, it's worthwhile to do all this. It's not like I'm doing it and then tomorrow I'm going to wet my hair in the shower and all this is for nothing. It stays for days. It stays for days. Okay, so now next section. So what I usually do, since my hair is part on the side, this is a much smaller section. I go from my part to here to the crown, like there. This is going to be the section I do next. Boom. Okay, the main thing is to keep it separate from the things I've already done. Okay, so now spray the Paul Mitchell thermal. Okay, so it's the same thing. I take a back section from here. I think of it as 1, 2. It's like panels. 1, 2, 3. Take the back panel, comb it through. I always comb through the tangles, comb through the frizz. Spray that. Spray sometimes the sections that are especially dry, which is my top section. Okay, so it's the same thing. I come through, I clamp it. Then I kind of pull it smoother. Then turn. See how I'm moving this clamp? Turn it, clicking, turning, clicking. Click, 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 and it's turning and turning and clicking. This is what the clamp is for. It's not just something to hang on to. You actually use that clamp for, and that's what we call in the beauty world. It's called cricoid curls. Okay, let's spray that a little bit, and then boom. Okay, throw that back. Next section. You can see I've already saved the time, but all those times where I would have to smooth it out and then go back and do all this a second go round. That's a little too much in that piece. Okay. I actually use the inside and the clamp as if it's how I would use a straightening iron. Okay, now spray it, turn it. Sprayed it right before I clamped it. Okay, now you can see it's even. When it's even like that, spray the whole thing. Boom. Release. Last section. Now my last section, I don't usually like to have as tight of a curl as everything else. Just like the top part, I don't usually like to have as tight of a curl because I find it ends up being loopy super wing. So what I end up doing is, let me just spray this. See, I come in, clamp, smooth. And I just kind of bend it a little bit. Just bend it. Just release it a little bit from the clamp, release, but not to the point of letting it go. Just kind of bend it down slightly, spray it. See, okay. Even that's a little bit more than I usually would have liked. But there, that's good, okay. And sometimes it might be one or two like this. Okay, that just got a bend. I go back and I'll just pull that smooth like that. That way it's going that way. There we go. It's in with the rest. Okay. Okay, see, now we got that side done. You see how much faster this is from what I was doing before? You can see I need to do my roots. Hey, thanks for joining. Okay, now, this is the thickest part of my hair. This whole section really is the thickest part of my hair. And this is the most problematic because sometimes I have to separate this into actually two. Because this is the part that hangs over that way. So this is going to be, actually it's a little bit more than that. This is the side, this part is a section that I'm not going to curl quite as much. But I still clip it, get it out of the way. You can see. Okay, see the difference in the hair texture between this and how that looks? Look, isn't that amazing? Okay, just from the curling iron. Okay, from the curling iron. Okay, now, this will be, I can usually do this in half. Spray the working spray on as a thermal protectant. Then okay, here's this procedure. Clamp in. Use the curling iron as a straightening iron. Then turn it, release, click, click, turn, click, turn, click. See how that's disappearing? And then boom, boom, boom. Turn it a little bit more. Hit it with a spray. Boom. Release. Okay. Last section up here. I already sprayed it with the main. Spray a little bit with that. Let's put the clamp in. Go over it. See? Straightening. Turn, click, turn, click, turn, click, turn, click, turn, click. See, it's disappearing. Boom. Hit it with this. Look at that. Okay? Look at that. Okay. Actually, some of this ends up going over here. That's why this piece is a little wonky. Okay. Last section. Now, keep in mind, this part back here ends up being like this, and some of this ends up going that way. So this piece, okay, first thing I'll spray is it's also the longest piece of my hair because it falls back the most. Basically, pull it forward to come out the tangle. And a lot of times people, if you're not in the beauty business, you don't think of your head as 360 degrees. You're only thinking of the front, you know. And I often have seen people who do an amazing smoothing job on the front of their hair, but they don't really do that good of a job on the back. Or they'll do the back, or they'll do some pieces they bring around and straighten, but they really aren't smoothing out around their edges, around the front. It's a strange, I've seen that quite a few people. Okay, so taking this, clean, see how I'm smoothing, and there's a couple of, and then here, I'm going to turn it this way. Side, 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 turn it. Turn it, keep turning. Now this piece is also the driest. This piece is my driest piece because this is the piece from back here that always catches the most. So this piece always has, I always have to do a little bit more. A little more work on. All right. Here we go. Turn. Make sure I get all of it in there the right way. Okay, there we go. It helps that it's the piece where your straightening is up there and that the section is rolled on down around the barrel. Okay, now I can hit it. And then there is release. See? Okay. You have a nice bouncy curl. All right, now here's these two. These two, I don't really want it to be as curly as the rest. I just want it to be straight and then have a bend and then give me some height, okay? So just the way you would think about, if you were to put your hair around a roller, when the way it's go around a roller is it's going to go up and over. So that's the direction of which I'm curling my hair. And I'm kind of like over directing it in such a way so that it goes, this is smooth, and then I get a dip. And then I get a nice little wave to the side. So spray this with the thermal. It's still like a little too big, so I take some of this, drop it out. Drop it out. Spray it with the argan. The main thing is also I'm combing the product into my hair. And then, okay, I'm smoothing it with the barrel. And then I'm not taking this as tight. I'm just sort of like lightly releasing, just kind of like turning where I'm just bending the ends a little bit, just kind of a little more traditional kind of curl. And then see how that's like more like a bend, okay? That's more like a curl like that, okay? It's not as big of a loop-de-loo. That's the only way I can explain it. A loop-de-loo. But see, look, here we have that. Cindy Lou Who from who? Let me get some of this in that little, that way I get the right angle of what gets thrown over. Okay. Spray the end of here. This I don't have to do as much with because this is like the healthiest part of my hair because that's the part that gets trimmed the most. So growing out those bangs. So this is the same thing. I'm just kind of bending. Okay, but see how I got that? See, got that bend up and then over and then turn. And that way you get this up here. Okay. Now, what I do is, instead of brushing, because brushing can brush out all the curl, okay? Brushing can make the curl. If you like to just have more of the wavy look or a beach wave look, then you might want to do that, okay? But what I do is, now I have this argan oil. This I got, what is it, One and Only. Okay, same brand as my iron. This is from Sally's. Okay, like I said, if we still had the Avon, I'd be showing you with the Avon, but we don't. And also, there is Moroccan Oil brand, but they're much more expensive. This is the closest I've found. There used to be so many different oils out on the market, and when that trend was really big, now I think there's the only one left. Okay, so now what I do is I'm going to put my head down. Usually I bend over all the way. I put my head down. I poured about, you saw about a quarter size in my palm, work into my palms. Then I take my hands and my fingers with that oil and I'm working it through, okay? Now, if I had baby fine hair, I would not be doing this, but because my hair is thick and I don't mind it, you know, but what I do is go like this from the scalp, go like that, and there, look at this, see? And there is my curls, okay? It's just kind of like finger tousled, however, tousled, however, like that. You could do this with a pick. You could do it with like, some people do it with a pick, a big pick, but I just prefer to use my fingers. Let's see. Now, and then you end up getting that really pretty, messy, kind of loopy curl that's really in right now, you know. Now back here where my hair is really processed, I always go add a little bit more. Usually use like that much. Work my hands through again. Down here, so this is shinier. And I kind of like work it through each piece, like working it through the curl. See? It's now, it looks like a different head of hair. It really looks like a different head of hair. Using the curling iron to smooth, but then using it to curl with, which helps, it helps it so that I don't have to do that other step. Okay, now, if you want to have, now that's fine, okay, but what I usually do is, just so that I always have this really bad cowlick back here, and it's a really strong part. So one thing I always like to do is I like to throw this over this way. So just to give me some more height up in here. And throw this over this way, kind of mesh this into back here, into this side. I get this nice pretty thing. Now, just to give myself a little extra height, what I'll do is I take the teasing comb, this section, I kind of pull down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, see here? And then from there, I kind of just comb that into the rest. I'm not teasing the whole section. I'm only teasing it at the roots. And then the next section from both sides of the part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you could also hit it with spray. But I'm not going for like a super bouffant kind of look. I'm just kind of do a soft light tease. And there. And that's when I'm all done and it's exactly where I want it to be, that's when I hit it. I've been using the L'Oreal Locket, the Bold, and then hitting it right where I teased it, and then I finish the whole thing and spray the whole thing with that. And then I'll work that in also with my fingers so that it's not like sprayed and like stuck. Move it around. So yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I do it. This is how we do it. Okay, so I'm gonna take the phone out of the thing here. So just so you can see the back. There you can see the back of the curls. Really cute, bouncy. Okay, so here's my little spread here. I have, here's, see what I was talking about, the towel down. Here's the curling iron. There's the argan oil. It's the argan oil Morocco spray. Like I said, I haven't been able to find, I'm almost out of this. So just recently I found this, which came close, bamboo fiberfoil, but of course the same company, the OGX. That's what I spray each section. These are the 3 working sprays, the neon sugar confection, the beat the heat thermal spray, and the flex versatile hot off the press. And we do have a thermal spray with the Chi, but with Avon, but the only thing I found with that is it doesn't have, it's a conditioning hold, but not the same type of hold where it gives me enough for when I'm doing flat iron. It's a great for, or flat iron and curling iron. It's more for blow drying, I found. Better for blowing and blowing out and protecting that way. But for me, for using iron, I find these are better. Okay, so, and then the fruit tea, Sleek and Shine. So it's some drugstore, some professional, and then when I'm all done, I use a locket. I like this. These are all products that I also like the smell of too. I also have issues with certain smells of hairspray. So a lot of times I'll be in a store and I'll just just a little bit, just okay, is this right? Is this, just to smell it. So anyway, here's my hairdo. That's and I didn't have to use I didn't have to do both, and I was able to get the smoothness up here that I like with the curl that I like. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this, if you want, follow me for more. Now everybody's saying, follow me for more tips. Follow me for more hair tips or beauty tips. And, share this video with your friends who love beauty and style, or just someone who might need a smile. And, I've been doing something new with the makeup too, so I've been having a lot of fun with that. So anyway, if you have any questions about what I used or how I did it, or if you would like a video hair tutorial where you're doing your hair on your side and I can give you tips. We could do a Zoom, we could do a Facebook video call, we could do a few different, however way video type of lesson. And if you want to purchase a lesson to a friend or family member who might want to use my services, and I can do it with anyone, can be, time difference, whatever, however you want to work it. It'd be a lot of fun. If beauty lessons, whether it's makeup, whether it's hair, whether it's skincare, all that stuff, I do virtual lessons. And it could be things that you have, you don't have to be using what I have, but if you like the tips I gave, and you're trying to achieve it and you need some help, you need a walkthrough or a run through on your end, or if you have a special event coming up, or if you have a friend, I know I get a lot of guys who watch me, and you might have a friend who has a wedding coming up or a party, or it might be a bridesmaid, you might have a sister that's a bridesmaid in a wedding that needs some hair tips. So, you can always give her a gift certificate to have a video call with me, or, have her, or if I also have my, things you can contribute. If you want to support me, I have those links too. So message me if you're interested in just supporting me. If you don't want to be Avon customer, whatever, however you want to support me, I do all the different money things. So let me know. And thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your support always. And if you're interested in joining my team, let me know too, because it's still a 0 sign up and it's awesome. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay, take care. Bye.